Hi guys. I was gonna record this past for a couple of times actually at this point. Um, I am officially full term as of Friday. Um, so a few things have gone on. Starting off on Tuesday, I had my OB appointment as I do as I do. So she looked at my feet and she's like, "Wow, your feet are swollen." I'm like, "Yeah, it's not that bad." It's also middle of the afternoon. It's a little warm, so naturally my feet and my hands and my feet get puffy in the heat. She didn't seem too concerned because my blood pressure wasn't up. So she just said, go home, put them up. I'm like, cool. That's kind of my plan. She also sent me for another ultrasound, growth and bio something profile, basically to kind of see how baby is doing and all that. Which got to I'm gonna say slight concern. Nobody was actually concerned except for Matt and I. So Matt wasn't able to come to my ultrasound, so I go to my ultrasound and all's fine. And they're doing everything, and just because there was a situation that happened, I have no idea how big she is now. So what most people don't realize is that the baby doesn't actually breathe per se in the womb, but they practice breathing, like their diaphragm muscles practice moving. And all was fine. I mean, her heart rate was fine. The ultrasound tech saw her moving, so there wasn't any issues, but they couldn't see the diaphragm moving, and she spent a good 20 minutes trying to get this kid to move her diaphragm. But it didn't happen. So she's like, she's like, just as protocol, because we can't see it moving, I have to talk to my doctor, and they're like, when you see your OB next? I'm like, Tuesday, it's my appointments. It's like, okay, well, I'm not sure if he's going to wait until Tuesday, see what your doctor says, or send you to the hospital to do an NST. And I was like, fuck. Needless to say, the doctor ended up sending me to the hospital for an NST. So basically what I did is I texted Matt saying, hey, I need to call you. And all Matt heard was not breathing. And I'm like, no, nobody's concerned. It's protocol. It's fine. But of course, I'm already freaking out. I'm thinking, please don't freak out. I'm already kind of really nervous. I found out later that he sped trying to come see me, trying to come get me, because I'm like, hey, do you want to meet me here at the hospital? He's like, why? So I explained to him, and it was literally what she did is called an NST. It's a non-stress test. And I put these bands and these monitors on your stomach, and they basically monitor the heart rate, the movement, and make sure everything's, nothing's gone haywire that, the ultrasound tech can't see. They can also tell if you're also in active labor, which I was half expecting them to say, like, hey, by the way, you're in labor. This is actually what I'm expecting at this point. But she didn't say that, and she got good results. And I had to click every time I felt the baby move, and because this one really doesn't like bands, so when I wear a belly band or my brace or maternity pants, she's going to basically stop moving. Which means my child is going to be stubborn hell. Which my mom was like, oh, your kid's gonna be stubborn. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, that's fine and all. Be stubborn. Just not in utero, because stubborn in utero means hospital visits. So, yeah, so they got some good movement. They got her going. I ate something while waiting for Matt. I had like apple juice, so I'm like, I need sugar to get this kid moving. But I'm like, I could feel her move. Like, that was really weird. I could feel her move, and I could see her move at the ultrasound appointment. Which I like, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing that's throwing up signs that something's wrong. It's just protocol. But it gave us a good scare. 100% gave us a really good scare, because I was like, what? Then I had my maternity photos that evening, which I was like, the one good thing is that we originally had them scheduled for like 5 o'clock-ish, but because Matt left work early, he was able to be home earlier, so we got to go at like 3:30. So I'm still waiting on those. But I'm really excited to see them, guys. Yeah. We got the car seat in today, so that means we got part of the car vacuumed. Nesting is real. Nesting is hard. Like, I don't know if I thought nesting would be easy, but it's just like, nesting is weird, because suddenly you're just like, I'm tired, but I have 8,000 things I need to do now. Which is a little frustrating because, again, tired. But I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. And I just kind of go with it. And Matt kind of stops me every so often because he's like, no, you need to rest. Like, your feet are getting puffy. But I'm like, that's just kind of the state of being. I still have a crap ton of baby laundry to do, which I'm slowly getting through. We don't have a dryer, which I need to get... Well, we have a dryer, it's just not hooked up, which we need to get done, like, ASAP. But I also need to get a mesh bag because I have a lot of little socks and booties and hats, and I don't really want to lose them in my washer. I already lost a pair of underwear in my washer because for some reason they got wrapped around the agitator and like stretched the hell out, and I'm so mad. So mad. I was like, no. I actually just recently had to buy... Okay, so a little TMI, I had to buy underwear recently. I mean, I had underwear that I bought like a while ago that I was like, I should probably replace it anyways. Also, waist down, I've been relatively good until recently, where some things are just really cutting in. So they were cutting in. They're the kind of underwear that I needed to replace anyways. So I've recently got some underwear that would be good now and post baby. So. Side note, they're really freaking comfortable. I've already worn a couple of pairs. I'm like, yes, I'm so glad these are comfortable. I know it's the weirdest thing to even think about, but it's like it's not just the cut, it's the fabric. I'm just like, yes, this is great. But yeah, so that's about it. We're at kind of at any day now, which my OB and myself and Matt, none of us think I'm gonna make it to June. So we'll see. Matt thinks it's gonna be like at some point this week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But any day.